What's up, guys? Westbrook here, back with another video today. Oh man, welcome back to the game as always. I'm your host, all that wonderful stuff. So, quick recap of what's been going on. I know I haven't posted in about 3 weeks to a month. I got a new position at work, so I work mornings and get off late, and I'm too exhausted to even eat at that point. So, yeah, finally have the halfway DC to record a video, and this one is a special one. Might be a bit longer, so forewarn. What I have in front of you is a DOGMATIKA invoked deck profile. Now, it's a different list than the same one I took second place with Sam. Sam got first. I got second. It's almost the same one. A few tweaks here and there just to make it a little bit better, and it did. This is undefeated 4-0 first place, no blemishes, best record I've ever done. Plus, I also hit a milestone, milestone, but something that was overdue. I finally beat one of the better players at my locals that showed up today. He was the last round, and me and him played to game 3, and it wasn't a good thing. It wasn't a blowout between me, just him or just me. But it was really good, and I finally beat him. So shout out to one of my friends, Lawrence, very respected player, very talented player, nonetheless. With any deck he has that he brings, he's always good with, no matter what. Yeah, I mean, general misplays here and there, but we're only human. So keep that in mind. All right, so my rounds, 4 rounds. First round, Prank Kids, 2-0 swiftly within 5 minutes. He goes first, sets 2, pass, draw, standby main, drop Harpy's Feather Duster, and he's just, all right, I breaked out of my hand out of 16, 17 stars. So I was like, all right, cool. Game 2, he goes, you can go first. And I was like, you dumb up. You dumb F. All right, I had the craziest hand you could ever, you have to work just to break this board, all right? I do my play. I set up with the Window Lock, with Schism set, the Macabre, Reclusia, all that stuff, with 2 back row. I'm like, all right, you have to work for this. He takes a turn, draws, activates Pandemonium into Rocket Ride. And he goes, Rocket Ride Chainlink 1, green Chainlink 2, and blue Chainlink 3. And I'm like, well, Chainlink 4, I'm going to Schism and use it. He's like, all right, so everything good? Yeah. So chain resolves backwards. I banished my 2 materials, summon Winda. And he goes, well, I don't think Winda is going to be on the field. And I'm like, no, it's going to be on the field. He goes, no, it has to do after. I'm like, no. Chains resolve backwards, so last is first. He's like, oh, yeah, I guess you're right. And I'm like, yeah, I know my rulings. I'm a judge for a reason. And so I summon my window. He activates Dropsies. He gains 1,000, special summons Roxy's. Dumps with Fansies, can't special. And then Rocket Ride goes down to 1,000. And then he goes battle, attack, Mavis 2, set, pass. I draw. Top deck, I think I either had her or top decked Cosmic Cyclone. I was like, standby, Cosmic, your back row. He's like, all right, normal summon Alistair, search Invocation, banish Alistair, and my Almirage, make Purgatrio. Purgatrio is extra 400 because he had control 2 cards. So 27 over Roxy's. Winda attacks over Rocket Ride. And then Macabre and Reclusia on board and attack, and yeah, kind of just steals it there. Round 2 was against Trickstar. Pure Trickstar, newer player there. Definitely took me down to 1,000 life points, and took it game 1. Game 2, I think it was kind of a blowout. Teaching her a little bit here and there, just chain links and the right potatoes and stuff, but she's still new, so it was fun. I was worried though, game 1, oh shit. But I took a 2-0, round 3. Now here's where the first 2 rounds, whatever. Third round was against Madolce, and we call this guy the King of Madolce, humble. Before he even started, I was like, hey, we're going to go to game 3. He goes, all right, sure, you know, like, haha, sure. We went to game 3. So game 1, like, we went back and forth, and we knew what we had to do, but we didn't want to do it. But I'm like, okay, something's got to give. So I was like, all right, no summon Alistair effect. He chains Imperm, I believe. And I had 2 dead Gammas with 2 dead Fleur-de-Lis and something else. And I'm like, all right, well, crap. And it was just a Medulge beatdown. And then game 2, I locked him out. He no summoned Angeli, tribute off the cost. I went first. Triggered off the cost, and then I changed Schism, summoned Winda, he summoned Hoot Cake, and then that's all she wrote. And then game 3, he bricked, and I just killed him with, like, I think 500 life points or something. Yeah, I killed him with just enough life, and yeah, which was cool. Then round 4 was against my good friend Lawrence. He was playing Dinosaur. So round 1, I almost had it, but I couldn't close it out. Game 2, Winda locked him. And game 3, I did the same thing. But I had a ruling come up just to be sure, because I was like, hey, all right, if this works, I'm going to activate the Schism. If not, I'm going to save it for later. He goes, all right. So it really came up because I was like, okay, you summon Arthur, right? And then I point to Lost World. He goes, oh, yeah, Arthur Chain Link 1, Lost World Chain Link 2. And I'm like, all right, so here's where it's going to come up then. And he's like, all right. So I flip over Schism as Chain Link 3, and I go, all right, so if I summon Winda here, and on resolution, Winda hits the board, and you summon the token, that counts as you special summoning a monster, correct? He goes, yes. I'm like, okay, then I'm going to do that. I'm going to banish my guys, summon Winda, he summons a token, and adds with Archosaur, and he's like, all right, well, he looks around a little bit, in graveyard in hand, and I was like, all right, well, I can't do much, so go ahead and pass. So I go normal summon, Alistair, search Invocation, and I'm like, I was kind of calling his plays. I was like, all right, add Invocation. I'm like, now you gotta have Lancia. I'm like, Invocation, and he goes Lancia, and it's like, all right, so just to make sure I'm doing this right, I can't banish, invoked player, but it has to be from hand, right? Like the materials have to be from hand. He goes, yeah. I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna say I cannot fully resolve it because I couldn't, because I had a Reclusian Fleur-de-Lis just in hand, so nothing I can make there. He's like, you can't resolve it? I said, no, I cannot resolve it. He goes, all right, cool. So then I think he had Archosaur, which is nice. So I go Battle Phase, attack over Archosaur with Winda, because I know obviously I can't attack directly with it. And then just spit with a bunch of my guys, and then pass. Or no, I make the BLS link? Yeah, I make the BLS link. No, I made the BLS link first. That's what it was, because I still have my special summon. So after he Lancey couldn't resolve the invocation, I make the BLS link with the token, Alistair, and Winda, and then the BLS link can be targeted and all that. So I go battle phase, attack with BLS, and I'm using the effect to double attack. And he goes, oh, you can't do that until the end of the next turn. I'm like, really? And the other guy said that too. I was like, oh, okay, cool, that's fine. Misread it. Oh well. But then I go after I special summon Fleur-de-Lis, of course. But so I have BLS Link, Fleur-de-Lis, Reclusia, and Makaba. So I attack over Archosaur with the BLS, and then next turn I'm just going to attack twice. Fleur-de-Lis with buff up, but now it's still at 25. Reclusia would be at 3,000 because of Lost World, but it's at 25. Reclusia would be at 2,000, but it's at 15. And then Makaba with 25 goes down to 2,000. So I go attack, and then that brings it down to 500. I was like, all right, pass, main phase. He goes Banish 2 to summon the Tyrano. And like, okay, effect of Schism. He's like, battle phase is okay, when you leave main phase, I'm going to Schism for Construct. Send your dinosaur to the graveyard. The Construct effect, banish your 2 dinosaurs out of hand. So out of graveyard. So just in case he can't do anything. He's like, all right, cool. Construct, send Ariel, do this, which key card. And then he's like, well, damn, I think you got me. And it's like, all right, cool. And that was the milestone. Like, I have never beat him at all in competitive play whatsoever. I maybe went to game 3, but it's always been 2-0 because I just have that like, oh, I can't beat him. I don't think I ever will. But I was like, I'm undefeated. He's my last round. I had the most confidence going in. Even if I lost, oh well. But without that, I hit a milestone. Got over the biggest mountain ever. There's 2 more people I would like to defeat. Not going to name names, but anyway, without further ado, probably took a little long. I don't care. Let's get into profile. So, first off, Alistair, heart and soul of the deck, best normal summon of the game. Next regional, no summon Alistair. The wait is over. After 3 Reclusia, obviously Dogmatika invoked, so you got to have 3 upon normal special. Add a Dogmatika card from deck to hand. 2 floor. Yeah, some people are like, oh, you actually play 2 floors? Like, yeah, if I can't OTK with 1, Titanclad's going to search me the next one and go from there. So, yeah. 1 Maximus. No one's really playing the tech cards for Dogmatika, so I'm not too worried. But yeah, but this game's more advantaged. Might as well. That's why I play the Almirage and not the Almirage Shakir Gardner, not the other one. But 1 Ariel as a tech. So glad I was going to put this in last time, but forgot. But then glad this time I did. And ooh, it's good card. It's a good freaking card. 3 Ash, obviously, hand traps. 3 Phantasme, because I need to draw into my hand traps or key cards, key starters. And then Gamma with Driver. Always, I'm starting to like it more, but I'm still like 50-50. Like 51 liking it, 49 don't. That's it with the monsters, spells, terraforming, harpies, Featherduster, and Call by the Grave. Always, I never got to use Call by the Grave. I did set it out like once or twice. Harvest Featherduster came in clutch. In terraforming, I don't think I even saw. So, double Cosmic as well. I'm starting to like Cosmic a lot, so there's that. Double Droplet. I was playing 3, but cut it out to 2, I believe, just to make room, and it worked out, actually. I think, yeah. Yeah, I don't play 2. 2 Invocation, 3 Meltdown. Obviously, if you're good, you should be a good Invoke player if you draw any combination of Invoked or Alistair, Terraforming, or Invocation. And then 3 Nadir Servant, one of the best starters in this deck. That's it. Traps, Dogmatic Punishment, brought down from 2 to 1, worked out good. 1 Schism, and then triple and perm, because best traps. Extra deck real quick. Titanclad, very good, just 1. Didn't need the second. Ob Cologne for the Shaddolls, 1 Construct, and 2 window this time, just to secure, and I don't mess up, so I can window lock twice, if anything. So, yeah. Just because it did come up once, but I was good anyway. 2 Macaba, 1 Percutrio, because piercing is good. Multiple attacks is good, and negation going first is good. So, double ints. Anyway, good card. Extra fodder to pop. Omega to recycle stuff, and you can also make it with Gamma and Driver going first. Almirage Kiergardna, the Cerberus to pop over the token if I need to, which I didn't happen this time, but oh well. And then BLS Link, because BLS Link is a boss of a monster. For the side, I didn't really see much, but my techs were no material. There was a Prankis player, it ended up being 3 Prankis players, so honestly didn't see it though, so I'm still keeping it in then though, because it's still a good card. Triple Nibiru, because Nibiru is good, and have the Cerberus to pop the token. 3 different dimension different dimension ground, for like anything Prank Kids or Graveyard Base, Shaddol, anything like that. D-Barrier, because stopping a summon is really good. And finally, 3 Evenly Matched. Didn't see it, but it just board wipe, no problem. That way I don't have to deal with anything stupid or retorted coming my way. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment, subscribe. Sorry I haven't been posting, been working a lot, so keep that in mind. Trying to get down to 50 subscribers if we can. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.